Hello, my makeup loving friends. How's it going? It's been another week, so we have a week's worth of new makeup releases to talk about. I am this person. If you don't know me, that's my new name, this person. And I am joined with my lovely, fabulous, gorgeous friend, Tia. And
Hi.
yeah, so you know the drill. We basically talk about general announcements, new makeup releases, all that sort of shuzz. And we're going to go straight into talking about some of the general announcements because there's lots of things happening. First thing we have is Black Heart Beauty. It seems are closing their doors at the moment. So they're a little UK indie brand. They're closing down for kind of personal reasons. They said it could be temporary, it could be permanent. They don't really know, but for the moment they're doing a closing down sale. So I hope for them that everything improves and that it all goes well. I saw on Makeup Crazy, they kind of broke the news last week about Marc Jacobs kind of being discontinued, but they were also kind of talking about how obviously Becca has been discontinued. There's quite a few Becca things that people like the under eye brightener, and apparently the tea is that that may be going to Smashbox, which makes sense because the same company
Oh,
owns Smashbox. So smart that they're, you know,
that's actually great because we
yeah,
can get Smashbox here, but
yeah, I think.
Becca we don't have.
Yeah, I think that's smart. And then one of my fabulous Patreons pointed this out that there is a brand called Lola Marie Polish. Apparently, Lola is a 9-year-old girl with spina bifida and she encountered some bullying in school and she loves having her nails painted. So she asked her mum how to make nail polish. And they basically set up their own brand. And she's used some of the proceeds
Mm,
to get like a wheelchair and bits and pieces. So
that's so amazing.
I'm like, yeah, the power of the
Oh,
makeup
so
community.
cute.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's a nice story. Then Leanne Pinnock, it seems, is now kind of collaborating or working with Maybelline. So nice to see some extra things there. And now we're on to a little bit more tea. Brendan of Be Perfect announced that Jaffa Cake Satellite Dish, as he is now formerly known, will be stocked at their mega store. Now there were a lot of interesting feelings on this, and some people were not happy, myself included. I'm not wildly pleased on that, but to each their own. And from that, I have additional stuff. Hi. If you know me and have been following my socials, you'll have an idea of what it is that I'm going to talk about now in a very awkward. Sorry, my eye keeps twitching because I'm actually that stressed. Um, um, I pride myself on giving very honest reviews on my channel. It's just how it is, but I do always try to be respectful. And I recently put up about the Be Perfect Vivian collaboration on the Sector palette, and it wasn't my favorite. I didn't really like the formula, it didn't work very well for me. I found a lot of dupes, and I feel or I believe that I was respectful in my review,
You were, you
and
were.
there was no bashing. I respect anyone who works in the industry. I don't wish any ill on them. But I did find that the Vivian went into an older video of mine and was a little bit rude. So she said, I really don't think you're fair with your swatches and reviews. We know a pigment performs properly when you work with them wet. I use these every day and they're stunning. Also, in your review of my palette, you say the shade depth is awful and you can't blend or lay it down, which is absolute rubbish as it's my used shade and probably my favorite. I guess everyone can have an opinion, but you are overly harsh and not using the products properly to review them. So this was obviously on an older video of mine where I was looking at the Be Perfect Trance pigments, which I actually got a refund on it, FYI. And speaking with other people who are into makeup, a lot of us put on our pigments dry.
Yeah.
I do. And basically there was some back and forth, and then on the actual Scepter video I had a gentleman named David Ludford creep on in under a subscriber's comment with the following. Obviously, you're seeing the screenshots here, and he said, "Try it for yourself. This person has no idea what she's doing, TBH. Every single review had mentioned how easy it is to blend and how amazing the color pop on light and dark skin tones. Also, the gold glitter shade is a topper, so it should be dapped on. This person also is trying to use the Be Perfect pigments dry. If she knew about makeup, she would know pigments go on with a wet brush. Maybe she should learn how to apply the products defo reviewing them." Look, it's makeup. There's no real wrong way to put these
Yeah.
things on, and totally fine to disagree with people. Totally fine. I mean, my fabulous gorgeous friend Elena and Missa both loved the palette, and we haven't fallen out over it. Strangely, it was tantamount to bullying in my eyes, and they quickly deleted the comments, but not before David came into my direct messages, basically saying, "Oh, I wasn't being rude," etc. I'm gonna flash that on the screen now, and you can have a little read. So you can
They're
make
not
it.
taking accountability of what they've said. That's bullying. Don't go. There was trying to like be like, oh, you don't know what you're doing. Like you're not good at makeup. If that's the case, that you can't use the palette if you're not a makeup artist or quote unquote good on makeup, then don't sell it to everyone. Say it. This is only the people who know how to use it.
Yeah, we have brands like that, like Art and stuff, that are like, these are for professionals, and if that's the case, that's fine. But I will point out that in my review, I talked about that was the 9th time I tried to work with that palette. My eye is still sore from rubbing off the formula so many times, and I reached out to Brendan of Be Perfect. He was very professional, very helpful, and shortly after he replied to me, I got an apology from the Vivian. I'm again going to put that on screen because, full transparency, you guys should know what's going on. So she has apologized, but based upon the context, she put the comments there, she deleted them. She saw I put them up on Instagram, people had tagged her in it. Several hours had gone past and she didn't reach out. It was only after I had spoken with Brendan that shortly after I got an apology.
Yeah.
And she has also slid into some DMs of some friends of mine, basically insinuating that I was wrong and that I didn't know what it was that I was doing.
After the apology, after they apologized.
Yeah.
They weren't really sorry.
Yeah. Just sorry that they're being held accountable.
Yeah.
Look, I don't ever want to see bad things for people. I even said in my review, I wish the best for her. In my last video that went out, I was like, oh, I hope the Vivian does really well. I will insert a little clip of that just to show.
So I'm editing my video on Morphe, and I ended up talking about the Scepter Be Perfect thing because I don't know why. And it was before all of this happened. So I filmed this 5 hours ago, but my lord, does this not age well?
Something, because she has some things going on. I'm not going to say what they are.
I'm talking about Rebecca.
But I love her very much, so I think I might actually get her that. And I know that she really likes the eye primer, so I think I'm going to get her that as just a little I love you, because I know she's not buying anything from Be Perfect anymore, but whatever, I'll get this for her. And also, look, the money goes to the Vivian, and she's fabulous, so she deserves nice things. So there you go. That's my 2 cents on it.
Fuck's sake.
So it was quite hurtful, and the gaslighting was just really not appropriate. Like I said, Brendan from Be Perfect has actually been quite helpful. Customer service were a bit flippant, but that's a whole other thing. But Brendan himself was super, super helpful. But I
Ashley suit.
yeah, oh yeah. And while I don't wish any ill on either the Vivian or David, I I won't be able to support them. I don't think it's, if you are not willing to say something to somebody face to face, if it's not something you would comfortably say to them, don't say it online.
You don't go after a paying customer, your supporter. If you're not comfortable having like criticism on your products, don't do them. It's that simple.
So again, I don't wish them any ill will or anything like that, but I won't be able to support them anymore. So that's it. I also just think there's very half-hearted attempts at apologies that aren't really apologies, and it's just really not nice behavior, essentially. But yeah, comment down below. I'm really tired. Usually we would have a theme. The theme is, of course, or it has been Pride all month. And Tia was like, the theme, it can be that we're proud to be in our own skin. And I was like, yeah, I suppose. But also I am exhausted, and the stress of all of this has prevented me from sleeping. Can you see the bags under my eyes? If we could travel, I could fit so much in them,
Well, we're barefaced today.
Yeah, so
our own beautiful selves.
Yeah, so I'm still all shaky and trembly from everything that has happened, because it has really knocked me. I think my major concern is more, you don't know who it is that you're talking to on the internet. They don't know my background. I could be quite vulnerable. I could have a lot of mental health issues. Thankfully, I'm quite resilient, and I have some absolutely incredible people with me. I can't even say behind me, because they're in line with me, and I'm kind of more concerned that they could say something like that to somebody younger, more vulnerable, and it could have a very lasting negative impact, because it impacted me. I was very upset about it, and I think the gaslighting.
And for big creator like them to go after a small micro influencer, it's just not cool. Like, come on. Like, also, like, they should, if they want to make this right, make a public apology. Teresa doesn't have to accept it, but I think it needs to be addressed. Like, you make these comments on a public platform, so I don't think a private message it's not enough, in my opinion. I'm not talking for Teresa, I'm just saying what I think. And I don't think it's just not enough to go on a private message and, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Actions have consequences, and I think particularly it's Pride Month.
Yeah.
We're part of the community. I've said this, I am a pansexual woman, and I am all for supporting people in the LGBT community and just in the community in general. That's why I came onto YouTube, was to support and be part of a community. And we achieve a lot more by building each other up than by tearing each other down.
Yeah.
So on that note, let's just get on to some general positivity, because you guys are spectacular. Let's be honest. And I got loads of tags this week. So I want to say a huge, huge thank you to Brianna, Ali, Becky, Gillian, Kat, Eve, Franca, Gina, Jade W, Jenny, Gaia, Chrissy, Christina, Chloe, Cheryl, Daniela, Beth, Sarah DY, Rhiannon, Sarah L, Shanna, Gina A, Tess, Paula, Flick, Cecily, Matty, Nisha, Sue, Amina, Heather, Jade S, Laurie, Lois, Massa, Kat, Charlie, Callie, Heidi, Amy Louise, Chris, Katie, Kasia, Tony, April, Susie, Haley, Tia, Christy, Lauren, and Amy. Thank you guys so much. And as per usual, a huge mind-bending thank you to my Patreons. my eye is twitching again. Bear with me. You guys are just, look, there are no words. We have no birthdays this week, so that's weird. So a very merry unbirthday to you is all I can say. Like I said, our theme was meant to be Pride, and it technically is still Pride. And I'm going to pop down the fabulous pictures of my Patreons and some subscribers who have tagged me in their fabulous content. Because again, next week we are doing more Pride, so if you have some Pride looks, please do tag me in them. I want to be able to include them in the video. So here are the pictures. And again, if my self-esteem wasn't already very low, it's now rock bottom. Thanks, lads. Very
People
much.
are just too talented.
I know, it's actually disgraceful. And this person cannot stand it, quite frankly. Cannot stand it. I am going to have my name changed by deed poll. Just, you know. It's going to be awkward changing everything, but there you go. But we're going to get straight on into it because, oh my God, there's so much noise this week. And we sneak peeked this last week. The travesty that is Makeup Revolution and Brat. There's so much that is wrong with this, between the whitewashing of the characters, the weird shapes of the palette, the disjointed color stories. It's very, very odd. I mean, they're going to do well because I think people are going to buy this because of nostalgia, etc. But it's super strange. They have a whole chunk of things, like the palettes are £20, individual palettes then that are £15. They have some lip plumpers, kohl liner sets, liquid liners, mascaras, bags, brush sets, lip care sets, lip crayons, all that sort of thing.
I don't like this.
Oh.
Like, why is the palette like that weird, like triangle-y shape? Why is there different pan sizes?
It's like it wanted to be a triangle but didn't quite make it there. It's like it flunked
we
out
don't
the
have
two.
enough cardboard for, like, we just make this. No.
Someday when I grow up, I want to be a real triangle.
Also, I
I
don't
didn't get
the
enough college
colors.
credits to be a full triangle.
They're so neutral. They're so boring with pop of colors.
Which is so weird because I remember when Bratz came out. Now I was a little bit older, like, so kind of too old to be interested in dolls, but I remember kind of thinking, geez, these are different, because I grew up with Barbie and Cindy, and Bratz are very out there, very urban, like really gritty, grungy kind of street style.
Yeah.
So that doesn't match with the actual color story.
Also, there's like million like same shades on the palettes, like the light shades on the shade palette. What's up with that? Also, there's like same blues on the other one.
God, yeah.
Like they're just duping themselves. And the Chloe palette also, it has so much light shades. Where's the depth in these? It's not supposed to work any other people than like if you're really pale.
Well, if there's anything we've learned from makeup companies over the past X amount of time, unless you're Caucasian, they just don't care.
Yeah. Not for me.
No, not for me either. Colourpop and Hello Kitty. This is all available now as we're filming. So there's 4 different 4-pan eyeshadow palettes: Cherry Sweet, Cocoa Cutie, Teeny Kinney, and Pineapple Cake. There's 2 different blushes. There's some lippy scrubs and some lip balm sets.
This looks exactly like the other one that has those 4-pan palettes. Was it
Any of their previous issues.
Yeah.
Like literally just
Like
the back catalogue of
was
colour.
it the Animal Crossing thing?
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
they
so
were a bit
this-
more pastel.
I'm bored with Colourpop and these like monochromatic palettes. How many can they do those? Like
I think it's like they're like, oh well, this has worked for us. People really like the
Yeah.
monochromatic palettes, and people do because they're nice, they're easy to use. There's a logical, cohesive color story. You can put something together pretty easily. And they kind of went, okay, people seem to like that. A winning formula for a company is kind of going with what works, but you should also be adapting it. But the problem is they're not adapting it. And it's just, they're kind of doing the equivalent of NARS orgasm.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, like NARS with orgasm, Becca with the Jacqueline Hill
Champagne
thing,
pop.
champagne pop. And it's like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate this. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, burn it in that fire.
Yeah, it's not the worst, but come on, we
Yeah.
have this already.
Then we have Kimchi Chic Beauty, and they have their Cheeky Threesome collection. So there are basically 4 different blush trios. There's Just a Pinch, Apple Bottom Cheeks, Boots with the Fur. I wish that was the next one, but it's Bonita Senorita, and Royal Flush. And they're $19 each. I don't think this is a bad iteration. I do think 2 of the palettes are quite light, and then one is kind of medium, and then one is darker.
But not like deep enough for really. Maybe take one of the really light ones off and add like an even darker one there.
Yeah, I'd like to see something like that. I think it's decent though.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. I'm not gonna pick it up.
Yeah, I mean,
I like blush, so.
I do. I do have a tendency to be like, and how much blush would you like? Yes.
How much blush can I put on? Is this too much?
Never. It's like, I want to be red like a tomato, please.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for. I want to look sunburnt, but without actually having ever encountered the sun.
Yeah.
Then we have Unicorn Cosmetics, and they have quite a few different things. It's their Hey Angel collection. So there's a 26-pan eyeshadow palette, a 10-piece vegan full face brush set, beautiful angel hand mirror, an angelic loose pigment in a mint green shifter, a UC by Freshly Baked Tan 1-hour rapid tan. They have some faux mink lashes. In my opinion, I think that artwork is really beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
Don't hate the palette.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the worst, but it's also nothing exciting to me. I feel like the tones are a bit like, do they go with those pinks and that? But I don't hate it. I just don't like the
Split
pan thing.
Yeah.
Split pans, and then even if they had the split pans, but why is there like a different amount? Like, just add the same size and row there.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be nearly as annoying to me.
Yeah, if they were consistent in the sizing, those are little things that annoy me. And even like the layout of the palette is strange and disjointed. I actually think the color story is really nice. It's my kind of thing. There's some nice kind of greens, but then there's some like bright colors to kind of juxtapose against that. I think the color story is really, really, really nice. I think the outside packaging is beautiful. It's just the interior is.
Oh, I love the mirror. Also.
Yeah,
really
lovely. I actually think that the brushes are gorgeous. Beauty Bay, they're getting in on the whole Pride Month thing, and fair dues to them. They have this particular collection, and 100% of profits are going towards LGBTQIA+ communities. So I really like that. It goes to Switchboard Light, and they actually have information on their website about the charity itself, so you know where your money would be going to. So they have a brush set, they have some liquid eyeshadows, and they also have a sort of a rainbow highlight. They're all very affordable. There's nothing there that is wildly interesting to me.
And like the rainbow highlighter, I'm like, really? Is that a bit dated?
Yeah, it's very 2008, isn't it?
The brushes are really pretty, actually, and I like the liquid eyeshadows. I do like their formula. I just hate that they changed the packaging. Like, why is it that? Like, I like this one more.
Yeah.
I feel like it looks more like
Luxe.
expensive
Exactly.
in
Yeah.
this.
I wonder if it's like that this one isn't like a shimmery thing or is a slightly different
Yeah,
style, and that's how they're going to designate it.
I'd like to see swatches of those.
Yeah, yeah. The brushes, I do have some Beauty Bay brushes, and I have to say, I find the quality is really good.
I have couple also. Like I got them free actually when I ordered something. They had like a campaign, and I use the blush brush every day because it's like nice and small and like,
Yeah.
and they're really good quality. So
MAC. This is part of their underground release. Basically, again, they are giving 100% of the selling price to the Hetrick Martin Institute. So not 100% of the profit, 100% of the selling price.
okay,
So it's more than just putting the profit, it's putting the whole thing in.
yeah,
That's pretty impressive.
they're only making
1,000, yeah.
yeah. Well, there are actually 1,000, and it's like 125.
125,000.
So that's pretty good amount.
Yeah,
Like
and bearing in mind that not only are they doing that, but year round their Viva Glam stuff, when that sells, the proceeds of that also goes towards LGBTQ charities. So this is just like an add-on of what they already do.
yeah, I like it. And I like
support them.
the liners look amazing.
I want them. Can I afford them? Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
are they even coming to like? Is this only like in US?
No idea.
Because it's such a limited amount.
I want
They
them.
look nice.
I want them.
I want them. I need them.
Now let me be clear. I don't need them. Don't. I'm like sitting here with like loads of liners and stuff next.
But what is need really?
I mean, Odin's Eye have a whole new collection as well. So there's a whole chunk of stuff. Saga of Frasier palette, the Amber Tears palette, the Cat's Breath palette. They have some bows, a brush set, a brush cleaning box, which I'm assuming is sort of like a colour switch, and a cleaning sponge replacement. And they also have a velvet cosmetic bag. So quite a few bits and pieces there. I will say though, what is going on with 2021 and the marbled eyeshadows? They're just everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Also the like teal and orange palette. I just have to take this out. Show you guys. It's basically the same. So if you owe the Kaleidos electro turquoise, like yes, there's more shades. Yes, there's some different ones, but it's basically this palette, and that was the only palette in that collection that I was like, I kind of like that, and like I love their formula. I have a couple of their palettes, and it's actually really nice.
Yeah,
but the palettes is kind of same with the Kaleidos sometimes. Like they have like so much neutral elements in them. Like they're colorful, but they're not like fully.
yeah, it's like a toned down sort of color.
And I usually like more of the not toned down, but if you like these palettes and you have like you want these, I would highly recommend trying them, because if they're the same formula, it's really good.
This is Spectrum Collections, and they have collaborated with Michelle Keegan. I think this is the bit that gets me, is this is like all about the easy elegance of Italy's Amalfi Coast and basically traveling, which I'm like, oh yes, I know that, I remember that. And they're $72 each, which, yeah, okay, that's the general price of Spectrum, but they're all face brushes.
And there looks to be like this. I hope that this isn't the case, but they look like those mini brushes that they've done before. But they look like the packaging, the brushes. If you don't like look at the mini thing, they look stunning.
Yeah, the packaging and everything on this is on point. Like I look at this and think of the Mediterranean, and sunshine, and people. Oh, and holiday.
But it looks like they're like small.
Yeah, which if they are like for a travel-y stuff, well then fair enough. I do just find it odd that it's all face brushes. and there's
Yeah.
no
You don't need eye brushes when you travel.
No, you don't. BH Cosmetics, and they're adding to their travel series. So they have the Passion in Paris eyeshadow palette. So it's kind of cool tone berries. They have the the Party in Puerto Rico eyeshadow palette, and they have the Tanned in Tulum face palette, and they're already available as we're filming. So
Oh,
I mean, look, let's be real. BH have been coming at us with some excellent formulas lately.
I want the Paris palette.
Yeah, I thought you would.
So pretty. Like even the Puerto Rico palette, it's really pretty also. It's just not like I've been more into like oranges and yellows after my hair, but it's like it still doesn't like I feel weird wearing warm tones. But these are both pretty, and I think it's good that they have like more deeper face palette because they have the one that the Belgian waffle, which has also like really light tones. So this could be like more for deeper skin tones.
Yeah, I agree. When I saw the purpley palette, I instantly thought of both you and Rebecca. And I also
Yeah,
thought of Elena because
yeah,
these are
it's
the
really
colors that
like
you
look at
guys.
those shimmers.
Oh,
Look at the like, it looks just it's like so pretty.
it's a
I
very
want
cohesive color story.
and I still want the blueberry muffin, so
Yeah. Oh my god. I was like, should I put this into general announcements or not? This is W7. I know it looks like Be Perfect Love Tahiti, but it's actually W7, and it is actually available for sale right now as we are filming for £14.95. Now, a lot of people have been kicking off over this. Obviously, Stacey Marie worked really hard on the Be Perfect Love Tahiti palette. You know, that is essentially like her intellectual property, and it does kind of suck to see somebody else coming in and swooping in and taking that.
if it was just like a palette from P Perfect, just like a manifesting break, not a collab, I would be like, oh, I don't care. But it's just like a seeing a fellow creator's work being ripped off, and just like they didn't even change it at all. It's like Mardi Gras, come on, Carnival of Tahiti. It's the palette is exactly the same layout. They didn't change anything at all. If they would have like changed a couple of shades, like would have changed the layout, make it a little bit different, I think it wouldn't be so offending to like such a like they're ripping off someone's like hard work, and I love Stacey Marie, um, but I also do agree with you that not everyone can afford, and I do like that there's dupes and affordable um like options, but I just think they should have changed it and not like completely rip off the
If they
idea
changed
and
the
everything.
format, like the
Yeah,
layout or something, I think it would have. I don't think it would have annoyed people as much, but it is very much a copy paste.
yeah, and also calling it Mardi Gras, like
Yeah.
at least they didn't call it like Tahiti or
Oh,
something
Tahiti
like
2.0.
that. I think they could have like I think they're trademarked it. So.
Yeah. The guts of a year since Tahiti came out.
Yeah,
Not a
it's
full year
gonna
yet.
be almost a year now.
Yeah.
Somewhere around my birthday.
Yeah. So they really just, as soon as that came out, they must have just went for it to
Yeah.
try and. Yeah.
W7 does this, like they've done it. And I don't like as I said, I have them like the Huda retrograde dupe and it's good. But I have to say that if you're looking for the Be Perfect like formula, I love it. I think it's amazing that palette. I don't think this will be as good, but it will give you the same, feeling kind of experience. But if you want something that it's as good as like that palette, in my opinion, I don't think this is it.
Yeah.
But that's just me and my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. And like it is down to the quality and the materials and
Yeah.
look, I mean there's lots of ways that you can look at this. But again, I do feel a bit bad for Stacey Marie because that is
Yeah.
essentially her intellectual property.
Yeah. It's not that, like, I don't feel bad for Be Perfect. Like, brands get duped every day, but it's just when it's like a one person's hard work that they worked really long time, then it's like, it's not that great.
Then we have Besame, and I mean they're always doing these sort of collaborations with Disney, and this time they are doing the Ultimate Princess collection. So the first one that they are launching is the Belle set. So it seems it comes with like this compact with powder and also a lipstick. So that's coming out from June 29th. They're crazy expensive, $125 each. It is going to be super limited edition. You can only buy one per customer, and there's 500 units being made.
The
So,
packaging is
stunning.
amazing.
Yeah, I think
So
they chose the
good.
right like logo type thing for this because anytime I think of Beauty and the Beast, I think of the rose and the stained
Yeah.
glass. Look, as per usual, Besame, whenever they do anything like this, they really do sit down and think about it and think about the packaging and the way that something is presented. I just have never bit the bullet and bought their
Yeah,
stuff because
no.
I'm like,
I don't have that kind of money. If I had, I would go for like something Natasha Denona palette or
I'd just go to Bali, you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
I'm not buying this because I don't have unlimited funds,
yeah.
but if I could
And it's like
squeeze it,
face
I would.
powder.
Yeah,
I will pay this much amount for face powder. Obviously, the person who's gonna buy this, it's like
a collector's.
sentimental thing.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
like because
collector's
they
thing.
love the movie because it's like means something to them. So yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
made
for
of
the makeup
money.
collectors, which
Yeah.
I understand them. That's fair. Oh my sweet
Oof.
merciful Zeus. Clarity Cosmetics. They're releasing quite a few different things. So they have an 8-pan palette, which is the Cobra palette, and they have two 5-pan palettes, and they're coming out June 25th. So the two 5-pan palettes are Plush and Mauve Wedding. Oh my lord. Look, if
Oh.
you know me, you know I'm looking at the Cobra palette.
Yeah, me too. And
Dying.
also the blush one is really good. The wedding palette is actually reminds me of the Kaleidos.
The Cyber Bronze.
Yeah, but the Cobra palette. It's such a deep blues and like that shimmer. I want it.
I mean, this
Why
is
are
so my
you
color
so
story.
hard to get?
Oh, can we just, for the love of all that is good in this world, can we please just have them stocked on a European
Yeah.
depth?
They've been doing really great actually. I've liked a lot of their releases.
They're damn good. They
They're
are.
doing great.
I'm looking forward to getting my hands on some Clarity and just
Yeah.
smooshing it on.
Hopefully they will come to like UK or Europe and we can buy them a little bit easier.
The very last thing that we're going to talk about just before we sat down to film, this was announced. This is e.l.f. and they're adding to their putty family. But it's not primers, this is putty bronzers. And can I just say, the range of shades.
Amazing.
Well done. Like, really, I mean, that's bananas. $6 each, right? They have 8 shades, right? Which, you know, you think, oh, that's not a huge amount of shades, but it is the variation in the shades, the ranges that they're going in that I'm like, because there's some deep colors in there
that are almost like purpley, but
Yeah.
then there's like really like light grays, and then there's like bronzy colors, and I think you could pick like 2, like a contour and bronzer in these, and you could easily find something that suits for you guys. I like this a lot. I want this. I feel like if this is a good formula, this is like a really good launch.
e.l.f. have been killing it in terms of
Yeah.
their formula in the last year or two. Like, they have just been consistently showing that they're coming out with really good products. And myself and Tia are both, I'm not going to say obsessed, but our preference is towards the cream face products.
Yeah.
Just like, yes, smoosh it on the face. Not so much towards the powders. You know, we'll deal with them if we have to, but the cream stuff is
I'm
the
like, give
preferred.
it to me.
Yeah. The price, the shade range.
There's nothing to be like, there's nothing that's wrong with this font. I think they're done excellent.
The only thing that I am annoyed about is that I don't have it right now. That's it, guys, in terms of the stuff we're actually going to talk about in depth. And there is just, you know the drill, a frightening amount of stuff that we are just going to run through. So beware of flashing imagery on your screens. The first thing we have is Makeup Revolution, and they basically have some lip glosses. So they have them in grapefruit, watermelon, and coconut, £5 each, and then they also have a mini set for £10. Revolution Skincare are coming out with a lot of stuff. There's a salicylic acid, there's a body brush, a body exfoliator, a body cognac sponge, jade gua sha, and some hydrating cleansing gel. We also then have Makeup Obsession, and they have 4 blush crush palettes. They're £5 each, and they also then have 2 glow crush palettes for £5 each as well. I Heart Revolution then have a lot of watermelon stuff. So they have a serum primer, they have various watermelon lip glosses for £4 each. They have a brush set for £12 and a fruit soap for £3.50. Revolution Pro then have a chunk of stuff. They have a Protect Mattifying Translucent Pressed Setting Powder with an SPF of 6, which is
I like this.
pointless. But
I actually like this.
But why bother saying it's an SPF of 6? Because it's powder, so it's not actually going to protect your face.
Oh, powder. I was looking at the primer and the fixer.
Yeah, the primer.
I was like, I like this.
Right? The setting powder I think is stupid. The focus primer of an SPF of 50, that's darn good. The fixing spray, meh, that's an SPF of 30, it's £8. A conditioning lip balm of an SPF of 15, that's not bad, £7.50. And then they also have a translucent loose setting powder for £10.
Why even add it like SPF?
Give Me Glow are at it again. I hate them so much. This is just more of their lovely duo multi-chromes that are coming. Just put that on the screen, and we can all just sit here and be sad that we can't get them.
Yeah.
Artist Couture then have their Supreme Bronze Eyeshadow Palette for $42, and they also have a Glow Head to Toe Perfection Oil for $45. Essence then have their Shine Bright Like the Sun exclusive. So they're apparently these chrome on duochrome liquid eyeshadows in 5 different shades. Then Uoma have some new Black Magic Hypnotic High Shine lipsticks. Georgie Cosmetics, and they have 5 new Venom lip glosses. They're $15.57 each, so they come in the shades Skin Deep, Rich Trip, Poison Ivy, Snake Bite, and Anti Venom. Then Pixie are adding in some new like liquid shadows. Sticker Dolls lashes then have some new waterproof eyeshadow bases. They're £6 each. Glisten Cosmetics have some sort of duochrome metally liners. Bobbi Brown then have their Radiance collection. So there's a highlighting duo, a luxe eyeshadow, and an extra lip tint. Spoiled Lips Cosmetics have their Little High Maintenance palette, which is out now. Peaches Makeup then are celebrating Pride Month, and what they're doing is they have a limited edition bundle with 100% of the proceeds going to various charities that work with the LGBTQ youth in Liverpool. So you can bundle 6 pigments for £20 and support these particular charities, which I think is amazing. Haunting Howl Beauty then have the Mythical Creatures palette. S Cosmetics, this is their Chrome palette. So there's a lot in there, and it's $40. Buxom are collaborating with Ashcombe, and they have come out with this particular eyeshadow palette. Beauty Creation Cosmetics and their That's So Rad collection. They have a palette for $13, blush duos for $6 each, the No Bad Days 12-piece brush set for $24, and you can get the whole thing in a PR collection with a bag for $49. Lorena Cosmetics, we saw this and sneak peeked this ages ago. This is it. It's back. They apparently went, yeah, this is a good idea. It's their California Love eyeshadow palettes. $44. You can get the bundle with 5 liners etc. for $89.99. I don't want to talk about it. Let's move
No.
on. Vive have some new modern bronzers. So they seem to be coming in 4 different tones, ranging from light to kind of dark. NYX then have their Can't Stop, Won't Stop mattifying powder, and they're coming in the next couple of weeks to their website. Laneige have the Sweet Tea She's Here limited edition lip sleeping mask. It's a peach iced tea flavor. Pharmacy Beauty then have launched the Honeymoon Glow Body 12% AHA BHA resurfacing serum, and that's available now for $40 US. Naturium Skin then have the Phyto Glow lip balms, and they come in 5 different shades, and they're $12 each. Terra Moon Cosmetics have put in some new multi-chromes. They're coming out now. They're looking lovely. Hex Baby Beauty then obviously have their liquid multi-chromes, which we featured last week, but they also have an additional eyeshadow palette. It's their Berry Cute eyeshadow palette, $19.99. And they're also coming out with some lucid liners in various shades, and they're $6.66 each. Makeup by Londa Dion have 3 different eyeshadow palettes. They're $35 each, or you can bundle all 3 of them for $85, which is actually a pretty decent saving. Fatal Beauty then have 2 new eyeshadow palettes. I thought for a second that they were like one palette together, but no, they're 2 separate ones. There's the La Vida Es Bella palette and the Recuerdos palette, and they're out from June 18th. In addition to that, they also have collaborated with Paul Dow Lips and Lash, and they have a limited edition box with a lash spa kit. Storytale Cosmetics then have the Invasion on the Rise eyeshadow palette. No idea what that means, but anyways, it's available for $26 US. Coley Cosmetics then have their Pride Flag collection. A portion of the proceeds go towards the Trevor Project and Marsha P. Johnson Institute. In addition to that, they also have this gemstone eyeshadow palette. The Lipsy Gypsy Health and Beauty, which is hard to say, have 2 multi-chrome eyeshadows, and they also have like some pressed powders and essentially a lip color gloss duo thing. The Sunbeam Factor then have some lip glosses. They're apparently like a reformulation of their old ones. Halo Beauty then have this particular, like, look, okay, can I just say I am an academic, and this is called Academia. This does not represent what I do in my line of work at all. Anyways, it's their idea of what academia is, who knew? And it's dropping on the 25th of June. Wink with Ink then have this particular eyeshadow palette. It's their Lash Mob My Hot stuff, and it's their Hot Me Book of Eyeshadow palette. Moira Cosmetics then have some glow face and body highlighters. They look lovely.
Beautiful. They have such a pretty stuff.
Then Oma Cosmetics have the new Anya Wanwu, which is essentially the Sun eyeshadow palette. It's $25 US. Mujer Divina Cosmetics have the La Vida en Rogue eyeshadow palette. It's $22 US. And they also have the Nude Goth eyeshadow palette, and that's available from June 21st. We have Real Pretty Plug and the Mi Morenita eyeshadow palette. And I'm confused because there's religious iconography on that.
No, I was like looking at it, and you might need to cut this out, but it looked like the vagina.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then I saw, like, no, that's so wrong in so many levels.
Yeah, but it's meant to be like the Virgin Mary, or like, yeah, it's religious iconography. But don't do this, guys. Stop using religion to sell makeup. Why do I have to say that? Then G Dolls Beauty Shop have their Summertime Fine face palettes, $23, and they also have their Summertime Fine Volume 2 eyeshadow palette, because the first one was super popular. That is $29. We have La Mexicana Beauty, and they have their Radicamos eyeshadow palette, $22 US. Then Besh Beauty Blends have collaborated with Mystical Glamour Deities, and they have this whole bundle, and it varies in price from $7.55 for a single, or you can bundle the whole thing together for $119.20. Viva meets Racist Cosmetics, and this is their first ever eyeshadow palette. It is the Mexi Dolce eyeshadow palette, and it's $15 US.
I don't like it.
I don't know why, but this makes me think of Mario Brothers.
He actually does.
Oh my, but it does. We have the Des Madre Cosmetics, and they have their tequila collection. So there's a
Oh.
tequila eyeshadow palette. Don't get what that has to do with tequila, but there we go. And they have some lashes. The Perfect Blend Cosmetics have a couple of different lip glosses that are available now. Erica's Vanity Shop, and they have the new Diamonds collection. It's to celebrate their 2-year anniversary. So they have a Diamonds eyeshadow palette, and they have a brush set and some eyelashes, and they also have like some lipsticks and stuff coming out. Rouge Mood Cosmetics are releasing a new Lord Seshumoru highlighter, and if I have bastardized the pronunciation of that, I'm very sorry. I tried. It's a highlighter wheel called the Killing Perfection.
I don't know.
No, $17. Urban Decay have some eyeshadow sticks. So
Oh.
yeah, Laura Mercier have their new Rose Glow collection. So they basically have some different caviar stick eye colors. They're $29 each, and they also then have the Rose Glow highlighting powder for $30, which looks to be like a rosy, pinky shimmer type thing. Bella and Co then have a concealer and some color correctors coming out, $4.99 each. Magical Makeup then have their Jelly Chameleon eyeshadows. Camarillo Beauty have lip gloss sets, so there's 4 different shades in that. They're $15.99 each. We have QC Queen Cosmetics and their Vegan Fresh Face Foundation. Slayfire Cosmetics also have a Rainbow Rush Glitter Palette. It's 12 shades, limited edition, and 25% of profits go towards Dragon Boot Camp LA. Motet's Dam are coming out with their Perpetuated Matte Liquid Lipsticks. There's 8 shades, $14 each, or you can get the whole set for $95. Mented Cosmetics then have their Better Setter setting spray for $28. Shadow Moon Cosmetics have some pigment bundles, so there's 5 shades, $4.23 each, or you can get the whole set for $17.63. NBA Cosmetics are releasing their So Jelly Liquid Multi-Chrome Shadows. We have Sugar Drizzle Polish, and they're coming out with some Liquid Sugar Multi-Chrome eyeshadows. There's 6
Everyone is coming out with the same stuff, like in the same package in liquid multi-chrome eyeshadows.
It's almost like they're all getting it from the same lab.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the race to who's getting it out first, you know.
Yeah.
Jardel Cosmetics have a lot of different things. They have the Unicorn palette for $15, the Love Talks palette again $15, the Nuditude palette and the Royalty palette for $24, and they have lip glosses which are $12 each. Beauty by Bibi have a Send Nudes eyeliner palette. OMFG Cosmetics then have 2 new highlighters. There's Material Girl and Golden Girl, and they're available now. Artitude Cosmetics then have 3 new lash styles, Ego Glam and Drama. Say Beauty have the Sun Melt Natural Cream Bronzer. There's 4 shades and they're $28 each. Notorious Artistry then have the Angel Aura palette. It's 4 duochrome shades, and that's coming out from June 22nd. In addition to that, they also have a highlighter in the shade Citrine and a blush in the shade Orange Calcite. DJ's Unique Boutique then have the Heatwave Loose Highlighter for $12 and the Coral Glow Blush for $14. Badass Beauties then have their wedding collection. They have the Getting Married palette.
Seen this.
Oh, I know. Sure, we've seen this exact thing. This is their Getting Married palette. $35. The mirror is $10, which I actually think is kind of cute, and the lip glosses, which are $12 each. In addition to that, then they have their diamond highlighters in 5 shades, and that's again part of the wedding collection, but it looks very Primark-y. Black Moxie Cosmetics then have their Summer Days single eyeshadow collection, and they're coming out from June 25th. Bodyography have their face and body bronzing gloss for $39. Ga Lashes have their Juego de Cumpleaños, and this is their Anayeli eyeshadow palette for $19.99, and you can also get a brush set for $24.99. Narco Lashes have their Narco Novelas eyeshadow palette for $25. Flawless Cosmetics then have their Liquid Luxe Matte Lipsticks, 10 shades, $15.99 each. Chantecaille have their Purifying and Exfoliating Phytoactive Solution, available for $88.
Only $88.
It's so affordable. Go and get it now. Bella Beauty Blog then are releasing their 3 new lip veils in Basic Bee, Wear It, and Sugar-Free Latte. So, yeah.
Sugar-free latte is such a pretty shade.
It is nice, isn't it? Shop Yvette Beauty then have their Out and About eyeshadow palette, 12 shades, 5% of the profits will go towards Happy Hippie FDN. And Notoriously Morbid then have their Absinthe and Lace palette, and this is $45. Jar Weiss then have a couple of different things. They have their 3 cheek collective palettes. They're $68 each. They have some cream eyeshadows for $29 and some iconic lipsticks for $30. Some more activated liner palettes, and this is from My Glitter Obsession. That's available from June 27th. Beauty Bar Baby have a new multi-chrome. It's called Chocolate Covered Cherry. Grunge Glow Cosmetics have a new brow wax. It's apparently long-lasting and lightweight and vegan and cruelty-free. Lucky Lashes have their Thinking of You palette, 9 shades. It's available now. And finally, we have Bun Chewy. They have 3 different palettes coming out, and there's the Mona, the Zhao, and the Jingling, and they're £12.99 each. That's all of the stuff that is out now that you can go and purchase with your money if you feel so inclined. So that means we're now looking at some sneak peeks. And look, there's a mixed bag here. The first thing though,
Oh,
I want
whoa.
Yeah.
This is so pretty.
This is Sugar Drizzle Polish, and this is their multi-chrome eyeliner crayons. I want them.
I wonder if they look multichrome on your waterline, or is it just something that you can put on? Like, if they look like that on your waterline, oh, I want it. I need it.
I want them all.
They look so pretty.
Too Faced are coming out with a new brow product. It is called the Brow Wig.
What are those brows in the brow?
Oh, yeah, it's very
like I know that people like different type brows, but I don't know, they look like very full and like very in your face. I know that I like a full brow, but that's just like really long and like
it does take up a lot of the face. Tignice then are coming out with something.
Oh,
don't even know what it is, but I already know I want
it.
Well done, Romy, on a fabulous company. You're a wonder. Alien Cosmetics. Gosh darn you. This is their Not Normal palette.
I want that.
Hate them
that
so much.
Beautiful.
How dare they? How dare they taunt me with something that I want?
I want to look like that girl on the cover, like the palette cover.
Same.
I want to be her.
So cool. I love this palette. The color story is so... There's
grungy.
been so much coming out from Alien Cosmetics over the last while that I've been kind of going, want. Because there was like this strawberry palette and it was pinks and greens and I wanted that as well. But because of customs, etc., I didn't get it. But one day I'm going to break and just buy a bunch of stuff from them. And they're also coming out with a much anticipated beauty sponge. So there you go. Foolish Hustle Lashes then have the World Is Yours palette. Mehron are coming out with something. So it looks like they're kind of black light activated liners or shadows or something. Kind of funky.
I think they're gonna be like water activated.
Salt New York have something coming out soon. No idea what it is. There you go. Charlotte Tilbury have this. This is their Nudegasm face palette. Can we take a moment to look at the shade in the bottom right corner and how grey that is?
That could be a nice contour.
Yeah.
But what is then the next to the Love Shade? Like really dark and brown.
Yeah.
But on the nude shade looks stunning. Like that could be a stunning highlight, but this is not, like, it's a bit off.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to reserve judgment because it could just be one of those things that's weird lighting. But
yeah, maybe it's a filter on it or something.
Yeah, we have Beauty by La Perla, and they're releasing a new collection. So there's some satin lip balms, some matte silk lipsticks, volumizing mascara, liquid eyeliner, sculpting brow gels. All of that is coming to them sometime soon. Cosmetics then have their Feathers of Fantasy multi-chrome pigments, and in addition to that, they also have some multi-chrome gel highlighters, and they come in 2 different sizes. So you can get them in like clamshells, and you can also get them in squeeze tubes. Playing in Makeup by Yolando coming out with this palette sometime soon. It's their Earthly Desires. I feel like I've seen this. This looks very much like the Buxom palette that we just saw, but bigger and not as interesting. And the Buxom palette wasn't very interesting in the first place. Then Flawless Cosmetics are coming out with some new Liquid Luxe lipsticks, so 2 different shades there. YSI Beauty have this eyeshadow palette. Her Secret Base then are coming out with some glosses, and they have the shades Trish, Taiga, Hitagi, and Haruhi. Jane Iredale have their Smooth Affair Illuminating Glow Primer. So it's hydrating, glowy, lightweight, and skin nourishing. Coming soon. See, these are all things that sound nice to me.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, yes.
And I'm like, it depends on so many things.
There's some brushes for me next.
Very affordable brushes, of course. This is the Fusion Brush collection. So you're right, there are 5 brushes there, and they are going to range from $30 to $68 each. or you can bundle them for the low, low price of $225.
They look like they're already dirty.
Half the job is done. Tom Ford is releasing a new quad. Or is he? Because this looks exactly like stuff he already had. Decide for yourself. Shy Bear Cosmetics then have their Bulletproof Kisses matte liquid lipsticks in 5 different shades. They're vegan and cruelty free. They're coming soon. Makeup Forever, which it feels like I haven't heard from them in forever, but they're coming out with some new brow products. Laura Lee is coming out with something. I'm kind of
excited to hear.
too. Also, you're going to see on the screen, part of what made me so happy was Manny's comment. I love their friendship. I think it's so friggin' cute. My body is ready.
I really like Manny and Laura now. Like, I feel like they've changed.
They have. They've shown such growth. I like them. I want to hang out with them. Then Kylie is coming out with something. So, I mean, they have definitely been needing a rebranding because they got into some like lawsuit legal trouble. So we're going to be seeing some new kind of bits and pieces from them soon. Oh, this looks beautiful. This is Touch of Glam and this is Sneak Peek. And even in that, you can see the shift from the green to pink. Beautiful, beautiful. Davina have also given some sneak peeks of some extra shades, and It's Belle have shown another new shade or palette or something. But that's it, guys. That's the whole thing. I mean,
wow,
there was a lot. It's been a lot. My head hurts, and I feel very tired. You know, should we have a support group, like a little discussion after all of this transpires to be like, what is going on in the makeup community? What is happening? You know the general drill. I have put Tia's details down below for her Patreon. She is incredible. You know, she's one of my favorite people anyway, and I know I'm biased. I am also a Patreon of her as well. My eye is still twitching and has been twitching throughout this entire video. So I'm
okay.
It's been a real experience.
This is fine.
I'm very stressed out. But look, I'm putting her details down below. Please do check her out. She is so incredibly talented and just a lovely, lovely person. Look, you're just safe to be sure that anyone I've ever really had on here has been lovely. I'm very lucky like that. It's part of the community. I obviously have my own Patreon. I don't know what we do. It's weird. And we just send a lot of animal pictures to each other. But that's it. Do please like, comment, and subscribe to this person and also this person. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I bluff with confidence. Do turn on the notification bell if you want to see more videos from me. And turn on the notification bell for my girl as well. She's fabulous. Do please share. Because sharing is caring, unless, of course, it's an STD, in which case, wrap it up. Don't be gross. But that's it. That is the end of the video, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.